It's player ratings time for the first Old Firm derby of 2023. It was a pretty shit game in fairness. I feel like we could have probably just gave everybody a 5 across the board and that would have been pretty close. However, there was a few players out there that I think deserved a lot more than a 5. And there may be 1 or 2 players that I think actually deserved less than a 5. So we're going to go through them all. We're going to rank them, obviously, out of 10. We'll rank all the starting players and we'll rank the substitutes. And then we will rank the managers. We will start with Rangers being the home, then we will go to their alternate counterpart. So we'll start with the goalkeeper, McGregor, then go to Hart, then Tavernier, Johnson, and so on and so on. With that said, let's move into Alan McGregor. Old man McGregor, he's getting older. I was going to say it wasn't as great as game, but looking back on it, he actually didn't have that much to do. He may have conceded 2 goals, and maybe that's not a good thing for him. That could be a negative, the fact that he didn't have that much to do and still conceded 2 goals. Second goal, it's not a lot he can do. First goal, kind of right underneath him. He did get a touch on it, could have done better. What's your thoughts on that, McGregor?
McGregor, he didn't do anything wrong and he couldn't really save either goal. So you know what, I'm going to just give him the standard 6.
I thought there was times that when Rangers were getting beat, he would have the ball in possession and instead of trying to quickly get a counter-attack going, he would slow down the pace and allow all the Celtic players to get back, and I don't know why he was doing that. I didn't like that. I'm going to give him a 5.
Alright, so 5.5?
5.5 for me. I didn't think he was that great, to be honest. I think maybe he could have done better with the first goal. Moving into Joe Hart, another guy that didn't really have that much to do, but unlike McGregor, I felt like he actually made mistakes.
Yeah, I'm going to give Joe Hart a 4.
I'm giving him a 4 as well. I thought Joe Hart was poor today. I mean, he made that save from Ryan Kent onto the post, and people might be looking at the fact that, you know what, that's a great save, but in my opinion, that wasn't a great hit for Kent. And Lawrence Shankland's taking the lead. Or should I say Hearts are taking the lead, thanks to Lawrence Shankland.
Basically, it's Lawrence Shankland this season.
Lawrence Shankland's getting a 10 for me, that's it. Player fucking ratings. By the way, Joe Hart, like I said, he had that one save for Ryan Kent that I think stands out, but again, see, looking back on the replay, initially I think you thought Kent found the corner, and Joe Hart, literally got the slightest touch on it. But when you see the replay, it wasn't in the corner. Joe Hart got a pretty big touch on it that forced it onto the post. And there was no power behind it. Kent went for placement, but he didn't really get the placement correct. So therefore, I'm going to give Joe Hart a 4. So are you.
Tavernier up next. Made a few mistakes. Really bad defensively.
Really good penalty, though.
So I'm going to give him a 5.
100th league goal. I think Tavernier was... I think he was the biggest culprit, to be honest, for this first goal for Celtic.
Yeah. And you know what? And the second goal came down his side, even though it was about 10 people defending it and neither of them did anything, I'm giving him a 5.
Yeah, I don't think his deliveries were that great today. I mean, Tavernier, great cross of the ball. I didn't really see that. No one really crossed the ball well today, but he did get his 100th league goal, and the penalty was unstoppable. So for that, I think a 5 is probably about fair.
Yeah.
A 5. Moving into Alistair Johnston. You know what? I thought this guy wasn't having a good start to his Celtic career, but when the opposite side came on in the left back, when Juranovic came on, it made me actually think, well, fuck, you know what, Johnson's actually not doing that bad.
I mean, he debuted to an Old Firm. I'm going to give him a 6.
I'm going to give him a 5, so 5.5. Thought he was average.
Yeah.
Didn't really make any mistakes, but some loose passes and that, you know.
Yeah. Goldson up next. I'm going to give Connor Goldson I'm going to give him a 5.
I think he was equally to blame for that first goal.
He didn't have anything good, actually. I'll give him a 5, fuck it. I feel like Tab was worse.
Yeah, I'll give him a 5. I think 5's fair.
Right, Cameron Carter-Vickers, I'm going to give him a 7.
That's exactly what I was going to give him. Thought he'd done well. I mean, just that he's a brick, isn't he? He's I don't get this whole the partnership. For me, it's him. I think he carries Starfield. I think he can stick anyone. I think he can stick anyone alongside Cameron Carter-Vickers, and Celtic have a solid defence. I don't feel like you can stick anyone alongside Starfield and have it. I think if you got Starfield and Welsh, you're panicking. I think if you've got Carter-Vickers and Welsh, you're not too panicking. So I'll give Carter-Vickers a 7 as well. Davis, quiet game. Early on was dragged out of position quite a bit, but
I'll give him a 6.
Didn't really make any mistakes. I'll give him a 6 as well. Quiet. I suppose that's what you want. If you're a centre back and you have a quiet game, then you haven't really done a lot wrong.
It's a wee 6 for Davis.
Starfield
gave away a penalty. I think was probably. Well, I mean, I was going to say he's the worst defender. No, he wasn't the worst defender for Celtic.
No, he looked a bit reckless.
I'm giving him a 4.
4? I'm going to give him a 5. I think 4's a bit low, but whatever. Give him a 4.5.
Not every time Rangers were on the attack, he was the weak link. Bar one guy.
Barisic, Oh, great delivery, though. And he is, like, that's probably his redeeming quality. The fact that he is such a good, he's got such a good left foot on him, but he just didn't really showcase that today.
No, I'm going to give him I'm going
to give him a 4.
I'm going to give him a 4. Like, I don't think he was actually that bad defensively, but
going forward,
he was fucking horrendous. So yeah, it's a 4 for me.
Greg Taylor
called Morelos fat. I mean, that's shut your hole, fat boy.
I'll give him an average 5 because he just didn't have enough time to make an impact. So
fair enough.
Glenn Kamara,
5. Standard shite.
Didn't impress me. Didn't really do anything to make me think he deserved to be killed. So
Cal McGregor up next. Quiet game for Cal Mac. I'm going to give him a
Celtic captain. Didn't really lead by example today.
5, man. He didn't do much. Did nothing for me.
I'll give him a 5 as well.
John Lundstrom up next. Got stuck in. I'll give Lundstrom a 6. I feel like he was probably Tillman was in the midfield, but in terms of the sitting midfielders, Lundstrom was the best.
Well, I can't really make a difference between Lundstrom and Kamara, so I'm going to give him a 5, 5.5. Boom.
Right, fair enough.
Hatate.
Clear difference. Anyway, moving on.
Really quiet game for Hatate, in my opinion. Gave the ball away quite a bit as well. Probably would have been better at right back based on his performance.
Yeah, I'm going to give Hatate a 5. I thought he was pretty shite.
Yeah, I'll give Hatate a 5 as well. A lot of 5. I did say we could probably give a 5 across the board. Tillman, I'm actually going to get a 6. I thought Tillman looked alright in spells.
I'm going to give him a 7. Anything positive kind of came through this guy.
O'Reilly.
No, what, he got subbed off. I thought he was
a lot of people didn't think he should have started this game. A lot of people thought Moyes should have started. I actually said that as well. I thought Moyes should have started over O'Reilly.
I'm actually going to give a 3. You know why? Because out of the entire game, he was the most invisible player. He got subbed off early, and he was a reason why Rangers were overwhelming them in the second half.
Well, I was going to give a 4, so I guess that's a 3.5, man.
Sakala.
You know what? I'm going to give Sakala an 8. I think Sakala played well today, right? End product, still shite as usual. There's a chance towards the end where the ball breaks to him, and like he's at least about 4 or 5 metres off target. And that's been generous. But still, you know what? He was lively. I thought he got forward a lot of pace, set up the Kent goal, won the penalty. For me, probably man of the match. Can't think of anyone that comes close to him. I'll give him an 8.
Yeah. Next up, James Forrest.
This is his best game in a Rangers shirt. Definitely his best Old Firm game.
Oh, yeah.
Probably his only good Old Firm game.
Well, he scored one sure against them. And they won each game last year and should have made it 2-1. But again, we've got James Forrest up next.
Don't think he should have started. And I agree. When he started, I thought, I can't believe he's starting. And when he got subbed off, I thought, you know what, he should never have started.
I'm going to give him a 4.
4 for me, man. Really, really poor. Ryan Kent.
Brilliant goal.
Yeah, brilliant goal. I mean, apart from the goal, though, I don't think he offered much. But he did score a goal.
He does go in wee runs and drag people at possession, but I'll give him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 6.
Fair enough.
Well, actually, you know what? I'll give him a 7 based on the goal. It was a good goal, good finish. I have to give him a 7.
He stepped up on the big plate.
Dyson Maeda, I thought was Celtic's best attacking player.
I'm going to give him a 7.
I'm going to give him a 7 as well. I thought he took the goal really well, even though people were going to say he was handed to. Morelos played him clean through. No, he didn't really. You know what I mean? He still had a couple of players to get past, albeit they didn't really make it difficult for him. And then he slotted it past McGregor. Plus, I think with his pace out wide, anything that came, anytime Celtic attacked on the left hand side, I felt they were more dangerous. When they went down the right with Forrest, it was horrible. So yeah, I'll give Maeda a 7. Morelos, the fat man, you know what? He tried, didn't he? He wasn't great.
I'll give him a 5.
A couple of bad shots. Like,
put it this way, right? I know he made the mistake for the first goal, but he did the more in the game than Goldson.
He wasn't any worse than Kyogo.
Yeah.
Well, apart from Kyogo got a goal, I guess that bumps his rating a wee bit. But overall, I don't think he played any worse than. Right, so let's speak of Kyogo. What you give him, Kyogo?
Got a crucial goal. Give him a 6.
I'm giving him a 6. But if he didn't get the goal, it could have been like a 4.
Like you can say Kent did nothing, but he scored a good goal. This guy actually did nothing.
Yeah, and Kent actually had a couple of wee runs and stuff.
Jack, you know what? You could say he's at fault for the second one. Didn't really offer much.
I'm giving him a 5.
Yeah, I'll give him a
simple 5. Juranovic, I'm going to give
a 1.
I'm going to give a 3. So that's a 2 then. I thought he was bad.
He was fucking Sakala had him on the ropes. This guy had Neymar in his pocket. He can't cope with Sakala.
Celtic fans would have you believe this is the best player on the pitch today. This is the best player that the Old Firm have to offer. I actually think the guy's overrated. I've actually said this for a bit. He doesn't deserve to go for the Tierney money. I don't even think there's that much between Juranovic and Ralston. Is Juranovic solely the reason Croatia got to the semis and won 3rd place? I don't think so.
Nope.
I mean, he's a good player, I'm not denying that, but I think this guy gets massively overrated. Even this season, I think he's been a bit underperforming. for Celtic.
Ralston's been better in the league than him.
And yeah, he came in today and he was really, really bad. Made Alistair Johnson look good, to be fair. But yeah, 2 out of 10 for me. Probably the worst game I've seen Juranovic play.
Yeah. All right. Anyway, James Sands up next.
Bad. He was
bad. You know what? That. I mean, I can't remember.
There was a time he was on the attack and he like stopped with the ball and just literally gave it away.
I'm going to give it a 1.
Oh, fuck.
I was fucking pissed.
2.5. I think a 1's harsh. Like Aaron Moy, I thought he should have started. Came on. You know what? I don't think he done that. I'm going to give him a 5.
Why did Beale not make 5 subs?
I don't know. Strange. I'm giving him a 5. You're giving him a 6. 5.5. Scott Wright.
0.
Scott fucking shite.
0. No, it's a genuine 0. I'm not overreacting because he didn't chase anything down, didn't track anybody down, and he did nothing. He was and you know what? The ball deflected off him to actually score the second goal. So fuck him. 0.
I'm giving him a 3.
A 3 for what?
Well, I gave you Juranovic a 3, and I don't think he was any worse than him.
No, he was.
So, 1.5 for me. Abada was pretty invisible. Came on, didn't do anything.
I'll give him a 4.
Yeah, I was going to say 4 because he had more time than Greg Taylor. He didn't do anything either. Jota, I thought looked really good. Well, not really good, but I thought he looked hot. Probably like Celtic's best player. I'll give him a 6. 5, you think?
I don't think he did anything.
I think he looked Celtic's most promising player when he came on.
Fair enough. And Giamakis, I'm going to give Giamakis a 5.
Give him a 5, so I didn't really do anything. Michael Beale.
You know what? I think he got it right, but the subs were fucking that wrong. I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I think maybe he's done well to be in a winning position, but at the end of the day, if you lose for a winning position, you lose. So I'll give him a 6 as well. And Big Ange, I'd say
I'm going to give him a 5.
I think he'll be disappointed with his team tonight.
I don't really know what the tactics were from Celtic.
I think towards the end of the first half, Celtic were on the down. They were digressing,
and then they were on the ropes for basically all the second half.
Yeah, so whatever he did at half time, it didn't really work. I'm going to give him a 4, so that's a 4.5. That's our player ratings. But again, can we agree that the man of the match, Sakala, an 8?
Yeah. I agree with that.
There you go, guys. Fashion Sakala, big up Fashion. Best player on the pitch. Title probably is over. 9 points is the gap. Who knows? We'll find out next time. I guess if Celtic drop points before Rangers, then there might be some sort of title race. But definitely, I would say there's definitely an improvement here. Of course there is. You look at the last Old Firm game with Gio in charge and look at this one, and I mean, literally the last Old game, I think we could have given every Rangers player a 0, so...
Yeah, exactly.
Came a long way since then. But anyway, guys, that's it. Let us know your ratings down below. Let us know who you thought was the man of the match. We were saying Sakala. That's it. Till next time. Peace.